Hello, this is Dr. Steele. Today's question asks if I can analyze and clarify fake versus real food. As a reminder, I am not diagnosing or treating anybody. This video is only to discuss medical topics like this. Okay, so let's begin. So, all of us know that we have very, very tasty food nowadays. That we used to be gatherers and hunters before. We used to work physically in order for us to get our food. But now we have the two extremes. I know you know this. We have the law of polarity, meaning you have negative on this side and you have positive on this side sometimes. You have the good, the bad, the good, the hot, the cold, up and down. So we always have two extremes. So I just want to use that as a guide for you to understand that we have fake food and we also have real food. How do you know a food is fake? Well, think about this for a minute. Think with me and walk with me through this. So when was last time you saw a Twinkie tree? Yes, a Twinkie tree. A tree that gives you Twinkies. No, right? So that's considered to be a fake food, right? It's not real. Unfortunately, when we try to emulate nature, human beings wouldn't do a good job. It is tasty, but it's not so good for us. Remember what I mentioned to you before. We have the philosophy of preventing, detecting, and controlling. So we don't want fake food to be the only source of your food diet. Remember, I'm not a purist. I'm not saying I don't eat those foods, but I don't make it a habit of eating them every single day. So another example that I can give you, when was last time you saw a Cheeto tree? Or maybe you saw a cheetah hanging on a tree, but never saw a Cheeto tree like this. So please remember, anything that is real, anything that you can find in nature is better than anything that you can purchase in a bag. The minute you do this or you do this, it's not so good for you. And remember my past, back in the 90s, I was in the military and my dad was a doctor. My grandfather was a doctor. But when my dad was diagnosed with diabetes at the age of 36, my life changed. And now I'm passionate about making ideas simple for our patients with diabetes. So please remember this. Anywhere you go right now, if the food is not real, if you cannot find that in nature, by default, it's not good for us. So again, fake food versus real food, right? And another tell sign that you should not be consuming too much of it is another rule that I teach my patients. Because remember, doctor in Latin means teacher, like doctor in literature, like myself, doctor of medicine, right? So remember, anything with a label. Yeah, anything with a label. Have you ever seen a label means, how many calories, how many proteins, and all the little ingredients that you cannot even read sometimes. They're not so good for us for longevity and for delaying complications, especially if you have diabetes. So when was last time you saw an avocado with a label? I never seen one, right? But what about a bag of chips? You do have a label. So that's a tell sign that it's not so good for you. So when was the last time you noticed a bag of cookies without a label? No, right? It does have a label. So again, we need to differentiate between real and fake. And if you do that, every time you go to the store, you will see clearly what you should be consuming more or less of. Excuse me. So again, real or fake. And for now, if you like what you're hearing, please let me know. If you have any thoughts or opinions about the ideas that I've been giving you lately, please do it, put them down in the comment below. They always give me more ideas on how to help you take care of your diabetes. For now, Thank you for watching.